Hello there, it's Carrie Rhoades here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today I am creating some cute little tags that are kind of miniature cards also, with some papers and dies that are new at the Trinity Stamps Shop. I am featuring this die set right here, the Sweet Holiday Wishes die set, and here's all the pieces die cut out. They're so cute and remind me of sugar cookies. So I'm going to be making some tags that look like this today. I made this one in advance, but I wanted to show it to you here so you could see kind of what we're making. And I added lots of fun embellishments. I am starting with the Holiday Trimmings Paper Pack, and I'm going to be using several of the prints in here because they're so cute. This one is a snowflake pattern, and I'm going to die cut that using the smallest rectangle die from the Stitched Slimline die set. I'm die cutting this right from the center so I could still use that frame for something else. And then I will take that rectangle that I cut out and fold it in half and crease that, and then I have my little tag. Now I'm going to take some of the die cuts from the holiday or the Sweet Holiday Wishes set and glue those down to some paper. I have these two white candy canes on some red cardstock, and I decided once I had already stuck it down, I'm going to go ahead and stick these together to make a heart. And then I'll just fussy cut around those and have this cute candy cane heart element for this tag. I'm die cutting out Sweet Wishes from some light blue cardstock that coordinates really well with this pattern paper, and going to glue that on top of my candy cane heart. So I'm adding wishes, and then I even managed to save the little dot for my eye. So I'm adhering that down and then gluing this heart to the center of my tag. Next, I'm going to stamp an insert that measures 2 1/4 by 3 1/2 and a little saying from the Greetings of the Season stamp set with some red ink, and I'll glue that to the inside of this tag, and then I have a little spot to write "from the Rhoades family" or something like that, and put it with some treats that I might give out to neighbors and friends. I punched a hole with a 1/4 of an inch hole punch and put some red and white twine through there. And then I'm going to add some cute embellishments from the Trinity Stamps Shop. If you're unable to get embellishments at the shop right now, it's just due to their move, and they will be back in the store very soon. Then I'm going to take some glaze and put that over the top of my sentiment. Now the sentiment is very skinny and it got a little bit messy, so I thought, that ain't nothing that glitter can't fix, right? So I sprinkled on some chunky glitter, and I'm going to let that dry and then shake off the excess later. All right, on to tag number 3, really, because I showed you one at the beginning and we just made one. I'm going to do the same exact thing, cutting out the center of this paper with that rectangle die, and then I'm adding another cookie. This is like a gingerbread cookie with some dark brown cardstock, and then the tree outline only in white. And then I'm going to glue one of the peppermint candies that I die cut from white onto some red cardstock and just cut that out. But you could use a die, and I do wise up in this video and use a die for my next tag that uses this candy. I am putting Sweet Wishes on here with white cardstock, and you can see me pressing that down with a paper towel. That just picks up any of the excess glue that might have oozed out, and then I don't have a gluey spot or a shiny spot or anything that I have to worry about. And I'm gluing on another insert, and I realize, oh my word, the ornaments on the inside are upside down. So make sure that you double check that before you start gluing things on the outside of your tag, right? Yeah, but you know, life is just that way sometimes. So now I'm coating this peppermint candy with some glaze and then sprinkled some glitter on that. I did get a little heavy-handed on the glitter on the peppermint candy, but that's okay. That's how Christmas is, with excess sugar. And then I put on some white pearls to embellish that. Okay, now I'm using this green and red and white striped paper for my next tag. And then I wanted to make some sugar cookies with these red candy canes, so I'm cutting these out so I have a border of this cream colored paper, which is what I did for that first tag with the green tree that I showed you. But right about here I realized I didn't love the paper that this tag was going to be on, so I die cut out this plaid piece, and it's going to be perfect, and I'll use that other one on the next tag. So I mounted on my candy canes, the first one with glue, the second with foam squares, and then I'm gluing down my Sweet Wishes sentiment, which I did use on every one of the tags because I loved the look of it. And I was able to save and find every single one of the dots for the eye. I'm very proud of that. All right, so we're putting in the insert. You could make your inserts a tiny bit bigger than I did. I just had a lot of paper scraps that were already 2 1/4 of an inch wide, and so I just cut them into 3 1/2 inch pieces, and they worked great for my tags. So I'm going to fill in all the little white areas of these candy canes with my glaze, and yeah, you guessed it, some more chunky glitter. And I'm just going to leave it like that and shake off the excess. But as I'm sitting at my desk making these, I realized I have this Wink of Stella clear pen right here. I should totally go over my letters, and so I did. Here's some more embellishments from the Trinity Stamps Shop. These are new. I believe they're called Christmas Trimmings, and I'm adding them on using the red dot and then the holly leaves. There's also tiny trees in this mix, so you just kind of got to pick out the trees or pick out the holly depending on what you want to use. All right, so I'm bringing back this pattern paper and going to use the little candies. So I have some cut from red and some from green, and you can see in this Slimline Twist and Slide die set there is a circle die, and it fits these peppermint candies perfectly. So I pulled that out to make life a little easier on myself. And then for my Sweet Wishes on this particular tag, I die cut the words from black. It just seemed like the best choice, and it really pops. So I'll stick that on, and yes, even the dot for the eye. I did lose this on my black glass mat for just a second, and I got worried, but then I, had to look at an angle, and I found it. Yay. So I'm gluing on my peppermint candies, trying to space them evenly, but not stressing about it too much. I'm adding my little insert, says wishing you, I don't know what it says, joy and love. Wishing you a season of joy and love. I was so close. Wow. And then I'm adding my red and white twine. I just love red and white twine for the holidays. I love it. Always need a roll of that around. I am covering these with glaze and glitter. Whenever I'm making sets of things, I just leave out all my supplies, and then it kind of gives me inspiration, like, oh, how can I incorporate glaze and glitter on this tag? How can I add pearls or an embellishment to this tag? And having all my things still sitting out, it inspires creativity. So I put the giant pearls on this one, and I love how that turned out. So now let's take a look at all 5 of these tags that I plan to use when giving out Christmas goodies this year. And I have a little spot to write on the inside. It's kind of like a miniature card, but a tag. I need to, my neighbors know that I make cards, so they need to have a little bit more of a tag from me. That's how I feel. All right, so that is it for me today. I hope that you have enjoyed today's video and maybe found some inspiration, and maybe you'll make some tags for Christmas this year. They're one of my favorite things to make at the holidays. They're just tiny and cute, and I enjoy doing it. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. You can leave me questions or comments below. I love to hear from you, and everything I used you can also find down there in the description box. And I will see you all again very soon. Happy stamping. Bye.